Good morning, guys. I hope you're all having an awesome day. Today we're going to be working back on my Skyline right here, my R33 Skyline. Yesterday we got basically halfway through doing the whole gauges and everything else as well, but today is going to be the day that we finally finish it all off. Sorry about my voice, it's a little bit cold at the moment. I'm getting a little bit unwell, but we quickly found the keys. This is basically what we got to yesterday. Yeah, I know, I've made an absolute mess, but yeah, it's pretty much all done. I have basically all of the wiring done for all the gauges. Now we have to just plug them all in and get them all sorted. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So yesterday I went through the entire engine bay and I did the oil pressure sensor and then also the coolant temp sensor and all the wiring to go with that. So I used some of my insulated, wiring. Down there, if you guys can see, if it wants to focus, you can see that I just kind of routed it down and sort of around the original wiring harness that's there. I was going to originally try and get in there, but I'll do that again once we do something else with the engine, or when the intake manifold's off. That should be fine. So as you can see, I've got the coolant temp sensor wiring running straight down there, and then the oil pressure thing you can see there we installed yesterday. It's just going down the bottom there and then running up down behind the engine and going back inside into the car. Now I did all of that off camera yesterday, so yeah, I hope you guys don't mind. It was really simple stuff, literally just trying to extend the wiring to go back into the car. We haven't actually plugged anything in yet, so we're getting there very slowly but surely. So yeah, there's a few things I want to get done today. First of all, Matsuri is tomorrow, so you guys will see some pretty sick Matsuri content coming up very soon. But first of all, I need to get some stuff done with the Skyline. So yeah, got to get those gauges sorted before we do anything. I also have a HKS turbo timer installed that I need to get done. I want to center up the power tune digital dash and then also put the GPS wiring down and behind the dash as well. So there's a few things I want to get done today, mainly just all interior stuff, and then once that's all finished, no more interior stuff to worry about at all, which I'm super happy about because I hate working on interiors, especially after we just did all that work to the Falcon on the interior, and now I've just done all the work to the Skyline on the interior. I don't think I have anything else to do to the interior on both of these cars. So, oh man, it's just a nightmare. It's just a nightmare. Legit, how good is this for working space? It just doesn't touch. Perfect. Alrighty guys, so I know that this looks like an absolute mess right now, but we have literally so much extra wiring here that I really want to shorten up, so we're going to get all that sorted ASAP. And then I can also tuck a whole heap down actually in behind here as well, which is no worries at all. So anyway, the only things I have left to do now is I think this one right here. This is going to be my positive and negative for the sensors. So I believe one of these is oil pressure and one of these is coolant temp. So it's going to be super easy. I have all the cables running around and linked up to the bottom of this now, so I can figure out which one of these does what, and then after that I think we should be sweet to power on all the gauges and make sure they all work. So anyway, I'm going to set you guys up on a time lapse. I'm going to connect all these up and we'll see how we go. Alrighty, I know it looks like a mess, but I have everything dummy fitted up in the car. As you can see, I just have some little bits here and there, which I will solder up and do everything I need to do. Rightio, I guess we can try out these gauges now. Hell to the yeah. Alright, let's pray to God. Ooh, okay. Alright, so the coolant temp moved, which is good. So did the boost. We'll turn them both on. Make sure the car's not in gear, which might help. Yo! They all work! Oh my god, I'm so happy! I did something right! I did something correctly. Alright, I'm just going to let the car run for a bit, make sure that coolant temp goes up, which would be sick. And yeah, we can go put them back in the car. That's awesome. Alright guys, as you can see, water temp is going up. And if I give the car a few little revs, you can see my boost gauge is also working. I did something right, and it took first try. Sick. Oh, I did just make a mess of my dry. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I do this all the time. Righty guys, so I just quickly modified the bracket for my Powertrain Digital Dash again. So this one right here, originally I centered it up in this actual center like section here, but I didn't actually realize, but this is also off center as well. So anyway, measured it all out now. I got the exact center now, which actually works. We're gonna use this to go back in the car, and now I can actually see my fuel gauge and everything else as well. And I can see sort of all the gauges that are behind it as well, plus all the warning lights and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna look super sick. We'll chuck this back in right now and put the Powertrain dash back in, and we should be all sweet to start hooking up the HKS turbo timer. Alright guys, so I got all of the spare and loose wiring out from behind the dash. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's all tucked up nice and neat behind the dash there. So now I'm going to plug everything in, snap it all back into place using all the screws that came out when I took it out, which was 0. Yeah, this thing will all work nicely and beep at me if I ever blow up the engine. How sick. Oh, and also just a little quick update as well. I couldn't get the HKS turbo timer in just yet. If you guys can see, I have the handbrake thing, because obviously, because of the HKS turbo timer, when you have the handbrake down, the car will just shut itself straight off. So that way I guess it can stop it from, you know, if accidentally you don't pull the handbrake up, the car's still running and it flies away and does something crazy, the car's not going to be turned off. And then also, if you lose oil pressure, I guess, you can just turn the car straight off with the handbrake off, and it's kind of like a little bit of a fail-safe in that way. So yeah, I have that, I have ground. The only thing I don't have is I don't have a patch loom. As much as I would love to just go and start cutting wires, I don't know what I'm cutting into, even though there's only like 5 wires behind there. HKS make a genuine HKS patch loom, which goes straight from this, and it's sort of like is a bridge loom that goes from that to that, so that way everything goes straight through this. So what I've done, if you guys can see, is I've actually routed the HKS plug from the turbo timer right here straight down and beneath the dash, so that way I can sort that out at a later date, because literally I don't need to pull this fascia off anymore, because the actual plug itself is that black plug that sits down the back there. So anyway, I still don't know what these guys do, but they can just stay down there, no worries. So yeah, I can mount this up under the dash, I can just plug it straight in, and everything can just be sorted from that. So yeah, plus I don't know how well you guys can see because the sun is so harsh at the moment, but my screen is centered, yay! So now we're gonna have a centered Powertrain dash, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, let's keep putting the interior back in, and we will take it out for a test drive and make sure these gauges work. Rightio, quickly start the car up, make sure she's all working properly. A little bit hard to see, but kind of get the idea. Oh, you can't see it in the sun, really bad. See if I can clean them off real quick. As you can see guys, we have the newly centered Powertrain digital dash. It looks so much better than it did before. Now you can see all my horrible warning lights. See the fuel gauge down there as well. It's just so much easier and so much nicer sitting up there. Plus we have all of the DEFI gauges working flawlessly. And as you can see, actually I won't rev it here because last time I did that I covered my Falcon in carbon. So yeah, 1 second guys, we'll head out, we'll do a little bit of a pull, and we'll make sure that all these gauges work. One thing I might have to do is I might have to set it up a little bit, because over here it says that my fuel pressure is 4 kilograms per cubic centimeter. Oh, sorry, per centimeter squared. Whereas this one here is saying that it's below 1 and likes to get up me when I don't do that when it's idling. So if I like literally just hold the revs on a little bit, it's fine. And you can see that it's properly working, and boost and everything else is working fine. Coolant temp is working fine, but yeah, this one here just doesn't like me too much. But I'll work that out. No stress. We're all good, guys. Alright, so this is really cool. So I can set all the Defi gauges because they all have like these really crazy like alarms. And so pretty much what I can do is if I hold this button here, it goes to like, I can set my like my peaks and stuff like that. So if you guys can notice, like if I let go of that, and that's now my new peak is 2 centimeters. You guys can see that it starts going off its nut. So then if I just set it again, so I just have to hold in that button at the back there, and it'll start cycling through. If I do it, it'll start cycling through between 3 and 0. So I could just set it all the way down at what I know is safe, which is right about here or so. And then I can set that. Now as you guys can see, is that it'll jump back up to idle and it won't beep at me anymore. So I've just done the same thing for this one right here. I'm going to set the peak at, as you guys can maybe see if it wants to work for me, 100. So that way I know if I go over 100, I know to cool the car down a little bit, just to make sure it's all safe. And then this one right here, if I can quickly just pull that out without breaking anything. Alright, yeah, let's see if I can do this. I'm going to set my, because I'm at 16 PSI, I'm going to make sure that if it goes over maybe like 1.2 bar of boost, then I know that something is an issue. So we'll quickly go down here. So we'll set it up about there-ish or so. So now whenever I hit boost above that, that's going to start beeping at me, and I know to back it off a little bit. That's sweet. Alright guys, so as you all can see, I did a really bad job fixing my wheel to my thing, so I'm going to have to redo that, which is annoying. But the new center dash looks sick. I love this powertrain dash, and then I've also got these gauges here, which are doing everything they're supposed to do. So we'll quickly just take it down the road a little bit, get on boost, make sure they're doing their thing, and yeah, we'll go from there. So happy. She's working, boys. So happy. God damn. I'm so happy. Now I just got to change over this the steering wheel. For any of you guys that are playing along at home and made it this far on the video, Riley got me some breakfast this morning, but I've covered the first number of the chance card here. So if any of you guys want that chance card, go for it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What'd you get?
Yeah, of free fuel, but also collect these ones.
Oh, okay, well that's no fun. What if this chance card will give you free fuel?
I got a chance card in the car, I took it off my coffee.
Ooh. Do you have the Macca's thing? The Macca's app?
I'll download it.
No. Fun. He got me soy caramel latte. How good? And a mighty muffin. I got a spider hanging off me.
Unintentional.
Alright guys, so as I said this morning, it's a bit unfortunate I couldn't get that HK's turbo timer on just yet, but it'll be coming very, very soon. As soon as we get that patch loom sorted, we will have it installed pretty much within the day. Like, it's literally a 2-second job. I just have to literally mount up a box in there and then put the patch loom in, and then it's literally like 2 seconds worth of work. Sorry, I'm spinning around Doug's buddy. Dougie, hello. He's spinning around doing his thing. So yeah, for the rest of the day, I'm not quite sure exactly what I want to do. I'm pretty happy with the whole setup in the car currently. Quickly show you guys the final product now that everything's out of the sun. That is the whole setup. Looks so good. I probably should consider taking my keys out the car when I do this sort of stuff. There you go. So mind the oil pressure currently saying naught because the car isn't on. That's what everything looks like. Such a sick interior. Now all I have to do is get my sick as buddy Japanese thing that Samet has over in Japan still. I end up getting a whole heap of like center caps for my wheels and stuff like that. A lot of like really high-end wheel brands to put in these, which is going to be absolutely hilarious. And then also have a horn button. It's going to be cool. So yes, we'll get all that sorted. So happy. Looks so good. And also I want to give a really big shout out to my good friend Matt Linan. If you guys have been here on the channel for a while now, Matt has been a huge sponsor of this channel. I would like to say supporter, but it's mainly sponsor now. What's up guys? So I didn't end up filming anything for the rest of the day. I actually went to the gym. I am really desperately, not desperately, what would you say? Wet, Sarah. That's bad. Oh, that's funny. Not desperately. I've signed up to the gym because Riley goes, and, Alex goes, and all these people live very close to me all do. So, yeah. Anyway, at this current point in time, I didn't get anything else done this afternoon, but I'm going to give a massive, massive shout out to my good friend Matt Linan, who is honestly almost a sponsor of the channel right now. I honestly could not have kept going this long on YouTube without his support and everyone else's support that donates towards the channel. So if you do want to go and help out towards the channel, definitely go check out the www.zacbaldy.com link and go check out all the merch that's down there. But yeah, huge thank you to Matt, who ended up actually giving me all of these gauges, making me this gauge cluster. It just looks so good, and then painting the interior in that awesome Millennium J color. Honestly, it looks wicked, just having the Millennium J with the red and the white gauges. It looks so cool. Anyway guys, just finished editing today's video. I will probably maybe stream, I'm not quite sure, but who knows. I'm gonna go have some sleep because I've been working very tirelessly over the last couple of days, and Matsuri is tomorrow, so we're going to be going and doing that. Matsuri is going to be a lot of fun. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.